Be a hell of a finals.
Yo, yo, yo. So we'll be right back after this. Don't go nowhere.
Now the question is, where will EDU?
Ever dreamt of turning business aspirations into achievements? The struggle is real. Dismal personal credit, scarce resources. But here's the kicker. I've been there, navigated through, and so can you. Unveiling the Credit Connoisseur plus Business Credit Membership, your success key. Master the tax code, pay less, earn more, not just rules, your success roadmap. Imagine deductions for everything with the business ownership hack potential savings soaring over $20,000. Soft credit pull special financing. Your business growth solution, strategic consulting expertise, refining goals, optimizing structures, boosting strategies. Discover the secrets of travel-free flights, luxury stays, exquisite dining, all while building your credit. And the cherry on top, free quarterly resort trip giveaways, because you deserve luxury retreats. Ready to unlock your business's full potential? Dial 216-808-3344 or visit owncapitalwealth.com. Don't miss the opportunity to invest in your success.
All right, welcome to Against All Live Sports Radio Show. We live, we here, and we there. So, thank you all for tuning in. Today's show is definitely brought to you by TEG, Tomahawk Entertainment Group, and the Credit Connoisseur. Imagine this, business owners, to boost your own credit and unlock success with your business credit membership. Overcome the challenges like poor personal credit and disorganization that limit your growth, missed tax savings, and unclaimed travel perks. Y'all want to make sure you text NEW to 216-808-3344. That's 216-808-3344. Text NEW right there, and we will set up a consultation for you for your business credit and more. So let's get to it. We're going to talk today. We're going to go first and foremost. We're going to talk about what you want to do, the Cavs, or you want to do the tournament. Since the tournament is on right now, Cavs come on tomorrow. Which one you want to go?
Do the tournament.
All right, so we're going to talk about the tournament. So we're going to talk about March Madness. We're going to talk about the women's basketball team, which we rarely do. So right now, at about 7:15, not right now, but about 7:15, we got LSU versus Iowa. We got Caitlin versus the beautiful women of LSU. Well, how you feel about that matchup?
I think it's gonna be Caitlin and her girls winning it, because I think the country wants to see Caitlin and in the national championship. So you talk about what's the draw? LSU or build up of Caitlin? She's got national commercials. She's broken up all the records this year. So are you gonna sit her at home? Nah.
So you telling me that LSU is just gonna let Caitlin run up down the court, shoot threes, and then that's it? I mean, she had the same spunk as for last year, and then it's even worse this year.
She is on fire this year. I mean, she's the number one draw in college basketball.
But it's
women's draw is up because of her.
That's true.
I mean, they promoted her, and you got just like you would tell me with the Super Bowl.
Patrick
and Kelsey. This is the Patrick and Kelsey of
women's basketball.
I mean, she's got NILs, and she's got commercials, and you got to push her forward. The other girl got some haps, but this got number one YouTube hits, and you got to push her forward. So
I understand that.
So the refs will be doing everything they need to do to make the game easy for her. We've seen this scenario before.
I understand that, but the other thing that that I noticed is I just feel like LSU they got a team. You know what I'm saying? They got a squad, a team, and I just feel like the Caitlin thing is good. I understand where you coming from. I understand the Patrick Mahomes, Kelsey theory. I get all that, but it takes a team to win this thing. I never seen one person dominate a team yet. As a female, I never seen a female dominate a single team. And going into this tournament, it's a couple good teams out there that Caitlin will have to face.
Well, I've seen her back off and let her teammates win, and either she shows up right in the fourth quarter, but
this is her nemesis.
Yes, and last time LSU won
because she was talking, she was doing all this.
This time I can see
she got to be quiet, right? If she be quiet, she has a chance to win.
I'm sure she's gonna be more humble.
Yep. Yeah,
gotta be more humble.
Because she was talking smack. She was
well,
they
went after the LSU team and said they were not being professional, and they were being catty. And
but guess what? They did it because she did it to them.
That's
first.
Right, but that didn't matter.
You're right.
Now this time, yeah, she's gonna come out. They've already talked to her. She's gonna play the humble role. She's not gonna play the villain role this time, and she's gonna be cool, calm, and collected, be professional. And the whistle calls are gonna go for Iowa. It's gonna keep them in the game if they need to do, and they're gonna pass them on.
So you really believe that they're gonna actually that Caitlin's gonna beat this LSU team?
That's right. I certainly do.
See, I like that prediction, but at the same time, did you hear about the Big 3 contract that was offered to Caitlin for $5 million, the Ice Cube League?
No.
She was offered $5 million to play in Ice Cube's Big 3 League for 1 year, which she will make more money in the Big 3 League than the WNBA.
In a contract-wise.
Contract-wise.
But overall, there ain't no way. Ice Cube's not going to get the promotions and the commercials that she will if she goes to the WNBA. And the WNBA ain't going to let that happen. No, the WNBA ain't going to let that happen. I mean, they sponsor Ice Cube, so that's just promotion.
No, they against Ice Cube.
Please.
They said it.
That's just promotional crap.
Yeah, they said.
I mean, they could.
They try to dog his Big 3s. They're like,
the only reason he got it because they let him have it. So it ain't nothing happening without their permission. Because watch.
I mean, he don't need their permission.
The NBA,
it's retired basketball players.
NBA and college basketball.
It's retired basketball players.
It's gonna co-opt the 4-point play.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, there's nothing to do with the NBA.
But it does in that if the NBA won the blackball him, where's he gonna go for a decent gym?
He's got decent gyms.
Where?
Everywhere. He's been already doing it.
You go to high school gyms, but if they wanted to block him, he wouldn't be able to get no decent college gyms. He wouldn't be able to get no promotion. If they want to shut it down, they could shut it down.
But they're not.
There's no use to shut it.
But they're not going to shut him down.
No, they're not going to shut him down. And they're not.
He already said. I mean, they already proved.
And the women NBA is not going to let him steal her. It's not going to happen. We've seen this.
I mean, we know good and well they're not going to steal her.
No.
But there is a good chance that she would entertain the idea.
No.
She'll pick up the contract and look at it.
No, they're going to pay her. They can pay.
She's going to go to the NBA.
They can pay her more.
She's going to go to. No, they're going to pay her less.
The WNBA.
They're not going to pay her no $5
They're
million.
going to take care of her. They're not going to let her go. We saw this years ago when they for the 1 year the USFL stole the NFL players. The next thing you know, NFL paid the USFL.
But they're not
players.
stealing nobody.
They all came over.
You got to remember, they're not stealing players.
Well,
they're retired players.
They let them match their pay, and so we saw.
That's the difference, though.
We saw them go over into the USFL, but that builds up the NFL.
But what I'm saying is, those are retired players. So the NBA really don't care about.
Don't care about no retired players. Exactly. You're not gonna take Caitlin
I mean, they're not going to take her, but
No.
it's funny that she's going to make less money with them. Far as salary wise.
Salary contract, yeah.
Yeah, far as salary wise.
Yeah. But I mean, for her, if she says, well, I can make this more, then they say, well, we're going to pay you that. So nobody will get the same pay. Maybe it's her.
No, she's probably going to make the most.
She would be paid.
Probably now, just because she got all those.
But they've been paying the WNBA and the women for years, so they got the money.
Not like the guys.
They got the money to pay these women better now.
Better like what?
Better than they've been paying them.
But
I don't even
now they finally get a couple million.
I don't think anybody makes over really $1 million.
There's a few players that
Exactly.
You probably count them on two fingers.
Yeah.
That makes a little bit over $1 million.
Because
One of them's retired, ain't she?
Well, I don't know. When
Candace Parker was one of them
talking about it. It's a shame. Like,
Wasn't Candace Parker one of the
I
ones?
think Candace Parker definitely was.
But she had won championships with the new team in Las Vegas.
Yeah. And now Candace is on as an analyst, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're taking care of her there. Yeah.
So she has a good career. Out of Cheryl Miller, she's probably like right there as far as what you've been hearing about women.
Cheryl's been around a long time now.
Yeah. I'm saying she was dominating women's basketball back in the
Cheryl
day.
set the stage. Cheryl Miller set the stage along with the other U.S. Olympic females that played with Cheryl Miller. What's her name? Leslie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. From the Sparks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cheryl Leslie, first one to dunk. So
you got Swoops. You got a couple.
Swoops and Leslie. Yeah, Cheryl Swoops. They led the way.
Yeah. Then you got Bird. She was like a Steve Nash type player.
Oh yeah. She's an analyst now too.
Yeah. She retired last year.
Yep.
Bless you on that.
Thank you. Yeah, Bird. And then that girl came after Bird.
Just a couple of them that came out of
Connecticut, yeah.
But we'll see. Let's move to the men's.
We'll see. That's my prediction, y'all.
I didn't give my prediction.
I'm sticking with it.
So now that you said that, it's hard to go against Caitlin just for the simple fact, like you said, too many commercials, this and that. But then it's hard to go against LSU because they know how to beat her. They know you got to get physical with her.
This is Mahomes versus Lamar.
Nah, that's it. Because Lamar never beat Mahomes.
Okay.
So,
or this is Purdy.
Nah, that's not even Purdy.
Purdy versus on the other side.
You can say it's Mahomes.
Purdy versus Love.
You can say it's Mahomes versus
Purdy versus Love.
You can say it's Mahomes versus Cincinnati's quarterback.
Burrow.
There you go.
But no,
because Burrow beat Mahomes.
Yeah.
To get to the Super Bowl.
Okay, so Caitlin is Mahomes and LSU is Burrow.
There you go.
Okay.
So it could happen. Let's say it can't happen.
Well, it already happened. Burrow already beat, and LSU already beat Iowa.
Yeah.
In the national championship, see. But this ain't the national championship. So we said the winner though.
Yeah, the winner definitely is going to win the whole thing.
I mean, like I said, you have to understand they've been making money off of this Iowa team. So why are you gonna stop here? You know we're gonna send her the national championship and make even more money.
So even more, huh?
That's right. We're gonna ticket prices up for Caitlin's games have gone up. It's strong, it's phenomenal. And now we're gonna put her on a full international.
I'm gonna agree with you just for the simple fact.
We're gonna make money off the.
I'm gonna agree with you.
Rip.
I'm gonna agree with you for the simple fact is they've been talking about Cleveland is the spot for Caitlin to land at. Because they got the Final Four in Cleveland.
Yeah.
So without Caitlin, there's no draw.
Right. Without Caitlin, no draw.
So I mean, I want LSU to win. Hey, look, y'all, I want LSU to win. Trust me, I want LSU to win. But for some reason, it's just in the air. It's there. It's the writing's on the wall that Caitlin might win. It should be quiet. Just don't say nothing.
She's gonna be quiet. And like you said, the Final Four here in Cleveland.
Yep, the women's Final Four.
Women's Final Four. Who's gonna draw more?
Caitlin.
Caitlin. Everybody wants to see Caitlin.
Yeah.
I mean, they dubbed her better than Pistol Pete as a man. Come on now.
She's the most hyped female.
Most hyped female,
maybe in the history of the NCAA.
I mean, even Cheryl Swoops and
Candace Parker didn't get all this stuff.
Parker and Miller, they didn't play the game the way it's played. Shoot threes.
No, they didn't.
You know, the game was still a 2-point play inside game.
Yep.
Now it's strictly threes.
Just like the NBA.
Just like the NBA.
Hey, Steph Curry changed the whole face of the NBA.
So, and then you look at, but Maravich, he ain't not no 3-point shot. That's strictly twos. Then you look at Kareem. Kareem was a center.
He only shot 1 3 in his whole career.
So you talking about he was a center.
And had 40,000.
And leading all-time leading scorer at the center.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe Embiid can do it, but Embiid's got the 3-point shot. But
he's injury prone.
Jabbar ain't even have no. Kareem didn't even have no 3-point shot.
He only made 1 3-pointer in his whole career.
And they changed the rules, so he couldn't be that dominant anymore. So
Yes.
you know, just you can't compare. You can't compare it. But today she's the GOAT today.
All right. Well, we both agree that she will advance to the championship, but good luck.
Already had tip off.
Good luck, LSU. I'm still rolling with y'all. But I agree that they're gonna roll with them. So they just tipped off. It's probably a couple seconds in, y'all. They got Iowa 52% winners. LSU 47. We'll see.
Close.
Definitely tight game.
Tight.
All right, so we go into the men's Final Four, which we seen yesterday. I'm sorry. Purdue handled their business to get to the Final Four.
Big Edie.
Yep. And NC State handled their business. They beat Marquette and handled their other business against Duke. And I like Duke, but I just knew somewhere down the line Duke was gonna get capped.
Yeah, Filikowski, he just didn't have it. He didn't ball out like he
Didn't have a big either, a solid big.
Filikowski is they big, but
he's not
he ain't
solid.
solid.
He's not solid like the other bigs.
He was iffy, but he played a damn good game against what was it, Clemson?
Yeah,
he played well because Clemson was physical and bigger, but he balled out. He hit some shots, but Edie was just too damn big. Too big. He's 7'2", 300 pounds. He's a monster.
Yeah, you can't stop that.
So that's a question. How is Burns going to do against Edie? And now remember, Burns.
Are they going to let them play?
Burns was in foul trouble too.
Are they going to let them play?
Are they going to let him play? I think they're going to let him play because it seems like they let everybody play against Edie.
It's crucial moments probably late in the second half where they might start calling more fouls. But I think they're going to let them play early on.
I think they're going to let them play.
They got to be like clotheslines or something like that for them to call it.
That's like King Kong versus Godzilla.
Yeah, you're right. Kong versus Zilla.
Kong versus Zilla. We're going to see the commercials over the game too. So, but the thing is, so we know Edie's definitely probably going to be a lottery pick in that first 10.
Oh, no doubt.
Where does Burns go?
That's a good question.
I'll tell you mine after you give yours.
I don't know. You tell me yours.
I think he's going second round.
Second round?
Yeah.
Early second?
I think he can go early second, but I think he's going to go second round because right now the league is not big man oriented unless you can shoot threes.
Yeah, he don't have a shot.
He's not a stretch.
Nah,
not a stretch.
He's definitely not a stretch.
And
he might be on somebody's bench.
The thing is, though, will he be able to maintain that weight and keep it down and stay in shape? Because we've seen this in the past. You know, that big guys like that, they get lazy. Let's get to the NBA.
Zion. Zion was like almost like a phenom.
Bunch of other big guys, they don't last. There's very few even big guys last because they get that big money and they don't work out as hard.
Zion had a little hype and then it just, you know what I'm saying? Like they was building that hype all the way up from high school to college.
He did 1 year in college.
And then boom, it was over with. Yeah. He got injured and it was over with.
But I mean, he's holding his own now. But he's still.
But he ain't dominant.
He ain't dominant as he could be. They still say he could be dominant because he's still young. He played 1 year in college.
Now, he was dominant in college, man. You couldn't stop that guy. He was playing like
he was
LeBron.
injury prone though.
He was playing like LeBron.
He was. What?
He had the same caliber as LeBron, but he was more attackish.
Brown was just more
All around.
durable.
He was all around
and stout.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Well, but anyway, UConn versus Alabama, and then we got NC State versus Purdue.
So
who you rolling with the UConn Alabama?
I like UConn. Repeat.
Y'all like UConn to go to the championship, and I think Purdue will go to the championship as well. And that's gonna be a good game to see Edie go against UConn.
Klingon versus Klingon.
UConn got a lot of dogs.
I think they got a lot of depth.
They do. They got more depth than most
teams.
Purdue
will probably play 8, but that's all you really need in college. But the thing is, how you gonna wear it down Edie?
You can't.
You know,
you put that team on his back.
But you got Klingon, and you got that other one, Carr, their other big Carr. They got at least 3 guys they can throw at, almost 3 7-footers they can throw at Purdue. Purdue got one big guy basically, and the other 2 guys are kind of roll.
The good thing about Edie is he never gets in foul trouble too often. He stays kind of like out of foul trouble, so that's what keep him. See, the other team, they stay in foul trouble because they have to guard him.
Yeah,
they get tired. They can't really score because they tired from guarding him.
Well, Edie, he just keeps his hands up. He don't block
so
like that. When he just keeps his hands up and then just watch the ball once it's in the air.
So when Edie goes to the league, he's gonna find out the real definition of a stretch, because most of these centers are shooting threes. So he's not gonna be in that hole guarding anymore.
No.
The Embiids and the Jokic.
You can run the zone now, so the coach may bring Edie in and run the zone. And then, but it depends on the team. If you can't match Edie with the Embiid,
no, that's over.
That's over. I could. The second big on Connecticut could match. Not like he can match Embiid. There ain't nobody can match Embiid other than probably Jokic.
Yeah.
But
Jokic or Giannis or somebody.
Giannis can't match up with Embiid either.
I don't know about that.
He could give Embiid.
He could give him some problems.
Give him some problems. Then he
offensively.
He can't match up with Embiid.
It'll be a back and forth thing.
Yeah. So, there's going to be some mismatches with Edie. Because, like I said, he's 300 pounds, 7'2", and he ain't got great footwork, but he will do the work.
Yeah, he wants the ball too.
He wants the ball, and they say he can step it out. We're gonna see. He only needs to really step it out at 15 feet.
Yeah,
but and he run the floor decent, but he's not gonna be a dominant, because we can see the new wave of centers is in Victor. In Nueva?
Yeah, Nueva.
Mm-hmm.
And they shooting threes.
Yep. And he handling the ball like a guard.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be the new wave. This big centers like Edie will be over in the NBA.
Unless they can shoot.
But
they can't shoot.
You gotta be a stretch. If you can't shoot.
And let me tell you, you want to hear something funny?
College is your game right there.
We had a stretch like that. A stretch center like that was Ilgauskas.
Yeah, we did.
Z had to pick and pop play.
Pick and pop. And Z was slow.
But he could pick and pop.
He could pick and pop.
You had to respect this shot.
You had to respect that shot. So
you can't leave him open.
Right now, Edie doesn't have a shot.
Yeah.
We don't see it. But they got time. We'll find out in Summer League if he can step out. All he needs is a 10, 15-foot shot.
He just needed
Allen.
He needed Ilgauskas.
Allen developed his 10, 15
If he get like an Ilgauskas type game where he just pick and pop.
Yeah.
Old school.
That's all he needs, pick and pop. I think he can do that because he can shoot free throws.
Yeah. So he can pick and pop.
He can pick and pop. Yeah.
He don't have to shoot threes all the time, as long as you can shoot a shot.
But the thing about that, if he goes later, he's gonna go to a team on a developing team. So he doesn't have to. The pressure really won't be on him, because he probably go. if he goes lottery, then he's going in that 10th round and the 10th team. And those are usually competitive teams, 10th pick. Most of the big time players are 1 through 5.
True that.
Most.
True that. All right, let's go ahead and move on.
So who you got between UConn and Purdue?
Oh, I said UConn.
UConn, okay, so we agree. We figure UConn going to win.
It's going to be close.
Repeat it and win it all.
It's going to be close because they're going to have the answer for Edie. They're going to have the answer for him.
Yeah.
They're not going to have the answer for UConn because UConn's too deep.
Nah. Unless their shooters can make a shot. But no matter who it is in that national championship, I think it's going to be a great game.
Oh, yeah. That championship is going to be a great game.
Yeah.
Great game.
Great matchup. And what I love about the NC tournament, those young guys have been playing hard. Those young men have been playing hard.
So let's say NC State do win, right?
Yeah.
They will be a better matchup for UConn because they kind of versatile for real. It just they don't have nobody to stop the big.
I don't know. I don't see.
They're not gonna beat UConn. What I'm saying is they'll still be a good matchup.
I mean,
both of these teams can't beat.
Only thing about North Carolina State is that they were bums during the season, and they were last to get into the ACC tournament. Nobody expected them even to win a game in the ACC tournament, so they've been on a hot streak.
But you know what they say? It's the time. This is time to play. This is the time to play, right?
The Valvano magic may be on them.
This is the time to play.
This is the same thing they did when Valvano was, and they won that national championship in 1983. Nobody expected it. And they beat Villanova?
Yeah. But I'm saying this is the time when you have to play.
Was that Villanova? Did they beat Villanova? Yeah, they beat Villanova. Yeah, they beat Villanova. Villanova was favored.
So the thing about NCAA is you're not coming back for a game 7.
Nope.
It's over with. That's why you got every game is intense. Every game you have to win. You can't play around. You can't say, "Oh, we got tomorrow, so we'll have it."
What if Bama upsets UConn then?
Hey!
North Carolina upsets Purdue. UConn upsets Alabama. What do you see there?
That's gonna be a good game. Bama probably win it.
I don't know. I see Bama maybe running the floor too much because I don't see Burns being able to run with them.
I don't know. Bama was kind of a shock.
I don't think Bama would allow them to set up a half court.
Bama was a little shocker to see him there, but at the same time, I'm not shocked. I think it's just a shocker that they there because Clemson was playing good up to a certain point, and they let Bama.
Didn't Bama win the SEC?
Yeah, but
so that's not really a shocker.
It ain't really a shocker, but I'm saying like people thought Arizona might have got there.
Well, we know Arizona got the history of choking, but coming out of the Pac-12, but. I mean, Alabama that's the first time Alabama had made it this far since Young Bull took them.
Yeah. For sure.
And they had what's his name at coach, Avery Johnson.
All right, so let's talk about the Cavaliers. So the Cavs lost last night to the Nuggets 101-130. Another disappointing loss, another L. And right now, my fingers definitely point to Garland. He was too hesitant. He's a turnover machine. And I felt like we should have traded him before the trade deadline. We could have got 2 players that wanted to play, like 2 role player pieces. You know what I'm saying?
Possibly. Well, how many people, who was really watching the game? Most people watching the tournament.
Nobody was watching.
So maybe the Cavs were watching the tournament too. They were like, oh, you know.
But the Nuggets were at home, and the Nuggets are like invincible at home.
Yeah. Well, we beat them in Cleveland. We kicked their butt.
But I'm saying, at home, the Nuggets are a different juggernaut, different machine.
The West Coast trip. That could be another thing with the Cavs. But yeah, as we thought they might. Where are they right now? The Cavs on a 7-10 or 7-10 on them at this current.
We 45-30.
So we figured they would come out 500 on this road trip, didn't we?
We said that we hope they come out 500.
Yeah.
But right now the Cavs are 45-30. They are number 4. They went from the second place. We was talking for like a whole month. Second place to 4th place. And looking at the standings on that note, it looks like they might stay at 4.
Well, I think we predicted they might slide to 6.
They could.
I think that's as far as we predicted they would slide to 6 if they.
Oh, they moved back to the third place. New York must have lost.
New York.
So now,
but it's pretty tight though, right?
Yeah.
4-3. Yeah, that's why we figured they might slide to 6. It all depends if
they might slide to 6 if they can't win these next few games.
And it's on the West Coast, so they're gonna have to push through this West Coast drag, and it ain't easy.
No, it ain't easy.
So what they got coming up?
So games they got coming up. They got the Jazz, the Suns. That's a back-to-back too.
We can beat the Jazz, but that ain't gonna be easy.
That Suns ain't gonna be easy.
No, we ain't gonna beat the Suns.
Then we got the Lakers on Saturday.
And LeBron is playing out his mind now.
That's on Channel 43. Wow.
Cool. So we should beat the Jazz, but
we're not gonna win them next 2.
And you
next 3.
We gotta beat the Jazz, because we don't beat the Jazz.
We're not gonna win the next 3 though.
We'll be on a 4-game losing streak.
We're not gonna beat the Suns. We're not gonna beat the Lakers.
We're not gonna beat the Grizzlies. Grizzlies are a mess. We going to Memphis for that one?
Oh, we at home.
Okay, so we got a chance. So we can.
Our last game is with the Pacers.
We got to at least come out of this West Coast trip 1-4. We cannot come out 0-5.
I mean, let's face the music, man. We for the last 2-3 years, we always in March we stink it up. You notice that, right? That's a pattern. After the All-Star break,
and have injuries.
We always stink it up. We'll be on fire. This person should be MVP. After the All-Star break, everything falls apart.
That's coaching.
I said that. I said that from the beginning. I said it was JB Bickerstaff.
You can't get your players up to play hard. Let's look at New York. They ain't got Randall.
Nope.
And they're kicking butt and beating.
Bronson scored 60 points.
Beating people.
He scored 60, something like that. Bronson.
All I know is Bronson is leading them, and they beating down teams. So I mean, they're if we could just get our inconsistency, we would be at a dominating 2, and New York would be behind us. We're still flirting with New York. That shows you. But New York doesn't have the pieces right now. They even got rid of guys.
The sad part is
to get themselves together.
The sad part is
we kept everybody. Maybe.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, y'all. We are in 4th place. This ain't updated. So,
okay. So yeah, we dropped.
Yeah, we in 4th place.
Okay, so like our prediction.
45 and 30, y'all.
I was gonna fall down in 6th place, like we said. Well, if we fall to 6, we don't play New York, right? We got to play the Pacers.
We play the Pacers.
It really don't matter because
no, we play the Magic.
The Magic. It really don't matter because they're all going to play as physical.
The Magic, I don't want to play against them in the first round.
And Donovan Mitchell is not well.
So do you rest Donovan?
He probably won't even. I would rest him.
I would too, because you already made the playoffs.
You already made the playoffs.
You could lose the rest of the games, you still get in.
Yep, I'd rest him, let him get well, because otherwise, you might as well just rest. You might as well just shut him down the rest of the year, because if you play him and the knee's not getting better, he's not going to heal in the playoffs. And then you'd be looking at, okay.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. So Cleveland is up 1 game above New York.
Cleveland is 30.
Yeah, 1 game above New York. Just 1 game.
That's what I'm saying, flirting back and forth. And
the Knicks just lost 2.
The Knicks don't even have Randall, their number 1 piece.
They just lost 2 games.
So we right now, we got everybody. We got 3 All-Stars healthy and 4 total. And the Knicks only have 1. Jalen Brunson, their only All-Star. Kicking butt. With Hartenstein, Hart, and a bunch of no-names.
I mean, realistically, right now, you're going to see Denver repeat. Because I think right now, Denver's kind of like just trying to coast it. But I think once they make that,
they're playing possum like LeBron did.
Yeah, they're waiting for the real thing. They're not
the real thing.
They're not trying to waste the energy on this.
Yeah, they're gonna repeat.
They still almost got almost the same team. They stacked. Jokic playing that MVP caliber still.
They lost the guy. All they did was retool with other players.
Yeah.
So role players, they're gonna repeat.
Yeah, I see them repeating as champion.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a good playoffs. Definitely with Oklahoma City, the Clippers, the Timberwolves. So it ain't gonna be an easy road because you got Dallas playing good.
Nuggets gonna roll through.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's gonna be a good playoffs.
They might give people a chance to go 4-2.
That's it.
Then they'll pour it on and just keep it 4-2. You got to keep the people watching. So
Boston is boring. They up there. I mean, Boston is playing the best in the East, but it's just boring.
People still saying they
basketball.
don't think they're gonna go far because Jalen and
they always do that though. But the last 3 seasons they play
mixed.
They play so great in the season, and then when it's playoff time, then you see them choke. They can't play together. They don't know who's gonna shoot the ball. This person dribbling too much. That person shooting the ball.
Well, if Embiid doesn't show back up, we already know Milwaukee's gonna be there. Gonna give them a run for their money.
We'll see. We definitely will see.
Hey, Milwaukee's gelling, man. They're gonna have big 3.
Yeah, so they still
legit
got
big 3.
They got Doc Rivers over there finally getting things together.
They're gonna have a legit big 3 and a good coach to come through it with it. Come on.
And they're starting to play together.
Yeah.
Well, listen. So what's your Cavs versus Jazz prediction for tomorrow?
Must win. Gotta be Cavs on the road.
Cavs. I got the Cavs winning on the road
Must
too.
win. Must
I don't see the Jazz. I miss marketing, but I don't see marketing doing it by itself.
No. I mean, they're a nice team, but we're the Jazz overall.
The Jazz.
This is a must.
12, 29 wins. So
they're having a poor season. So
yeah.
There's really no reason for them to win.
Nah.
But other than being on the West Coast,
we need to win.
Cleveland, this is a must win. We need to win.
We have to win.
We have to win. Otherwise, we look at 0-5. So we gotta win. If they tank the other game in Denver, because that's what the Cavs do sometimes. They tank and then show up for the next one. They think they can actually win.
Right.
We've seen them do that. So I think that's what they'll do.
A lot of times we've seen them do that.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about JB Bickerstaff? Do you think he'll last another year?
Nah.
He's gone.
I think he's gone into this year.
I think
if he can't get that playoff win,
it's over with.
It's over.
If it's an early exit, definitely.
I mean, if you get rid of the best European coach or the best
in the middle
of the season, and you're still in first place. Yeah. When we were in first place, when we got rid of him,
and still in first place.
You will get rid of Bickerstaff in a heartbeat.
And I think he's just waiting to pull the plug. Maybe, like you said, he's waiting to see what's gonna happen in playoffs. If it's a first round early exit, he's out of there. Done. He's fired. He's packed. Pack his bags and get him out of there.
And he'll get another job. I mean, because he did well here, but just couldn't get us.
But that goes to our next question: are the Cavs ready to go into the playoffs deeper than last year? No,
not at this point in time. They got to work through these kinks.
Without a healthy Mitchell and with Garland being scared to go to the hole and shoot,
shut down Garland, play Porter, bring somebody else up. I mean, you got Merrill.
You got Morris playing pretty good.
Merrill and Morris, but your other guard, you need to play your other guard. Get him some experience and shut Garland down. Give him a talk, because how many times we're gonna watch Garland run out of bounds with the dribble, or dribble, do the stanky leg,
or go to the hole and miss.
Go to the hole and miss
because he's scared.
Yep, and you should have kicked it out.
Yeah, most definitely.
Or poor shot selection from some of the other ones. You need to talk to LeVert and get back to sharing, because we know what wins. Move the ball movement. And that's what the Cavs did. Now the ball ain't moving. Stick it.
Right. So
ISO.
Time to switch the subject again. Let's talk about the Browns. They were talking about the Browns building possibly a dome, which really makes sense. And the reason why they said they could actually build a dome is because they want to make money from the stadium. But at the same time, they like the lakefront. They want to make money from the lakefront. So Brook Park has this big area where they purchased, property or whatever the case is, acres of property of land. I'm sorry, not property, of land. And they claim that the Browns are looking into a dome facility, which will make sense if you make a retractable dome, because then you can close the dome, open the dome, and then it will hurt the businesses Most definitely. But those businesses might have to just move to Brook Park.
So what usually stops Cleveland from developing?
What usually stops Cleveland from developing?
Yeah. Well, what makes Cleveland around here that keeps us from being a perennial city and developing like all the other cities?
People voted down.
Politics. So today, one of the councilmen came on the radio or was interviewed. He got the splashing it through the radio, trying to compare this to the Baltimore move, and saying whether we move 10 miles away.
How are you comparing this to the Baltimore move?
He said whether we move down the road or we move to another state, this team belongs to Cleveland, in the city of Cleveland.
It is in the city of Cleveland.
So the point being made is we don't care if you want to move to Brook Park or you want to move to Brooklyn or you want to move to Shaker, Independence. It ain't Cleveland, and this team ain't moving to Cleveland without some type of legal issues. So
were they going to renovate the current stadium?
So evidently, if everybody can't get paid, then nobody's getting paid.
So basically, you saying they're going to renovate that stadium then?
Well, if you renovate the stadium, now you got to deal with some more political things.
Like what?
So you got to who's getting paid again in this renovation, and how you splitting the cost and all this stuff. So, but the same thing is this: if we allow you to move the team to Brook Park, how do we get paid in terms of allowing you to move the team?
What they should do is do it like this: move from Berea to the Browns' old stadium and use Brook Park to be the new stadium. So therefore, you still can see the Browns play in some fashion or form at the Cleveland Stadium. You don't have to tear it down. They can just play right there. They can do they camps and all that stuff right at that stadium. Then at the new stadium, you can do the dome or whatever you want to do with that. Then Berea, you just gonna have to pack up because it ain't like they really need Berea anyway.
Well, so they're saying the owners
they actually going to play what they're doing a camp in West Virginia this year.
Yeah,
for a whole week.
The owners don't want to pay a certain amount,
right?
And they want the city of Cleveland to pay
the rest of the money.
Yeah. Now, if the city of Cleveland does that, then the city of Cleveland is responsible for repairs, and the owners are not.
Right.
So they're looking at right now what we need.
But
roads,
they call that a sin tax.
Sin tax. We need roads. The schools in bad shape. The roads in bad shape. We don't have the money to fund the police. So the politicians are looking at, okay, we do this. It's going to take money from the city politics, and my constituents are going to be upset about that. But yet our constituents want a new place for the Browns to play. But the most of our constituents can't even afford the Browns tickets. So this is not really going to benefit the Cleveland. So now this is where you comes in. If we do this, and our constituents are going to have to foot the bill, and it's not really going to benefit them because it's going to take money from their tax base. How is the city going to get money from you in this move? So,
that's true. How are they going to get money?
How are we going to grease our palms? That's why this councilman shows up. Say my board got to get paid. Another councilman, his ward. So we got 13, 12 councilmen. Their wards all got to get paid. Now the owners got to look at it and say, okay, I'm taking this to Brook Park. Now those who help to get this passed outside of Brook Park, they got to get paid.
Well, anything that's in a Brook Park area, there's another entity involved that you don't want to touch. And we know what that entity is. So there's going to be some more palms greased. So we know what it is. Once they get to Brook Park, they're going to be, owing somebody else some money. So
yeah. And
we know who those people are.
And then, so now if we allow you to move them out, because though you want to move them, we don't have to let you move them because we can take you to court and prevent you from moving them. So it's that Cleveland bull crap politics that's got to get handled, and it may not be done within a year. So we'll find out.
Well, the actual lease, the actual lease ain't up to what, 26,
something like that. Yeah.
So they got a little time.
So they got a little time.
No, I think it's 27. They got a little time to put it together. They got less than 2 years basically. They try to put a game plan together. They bought the land, so they're gonna do something with the land. I don't know what they're gonna do.
I believe it's gonna get solved.
They bought Big Brook Park for a reason.
It's gonna get done.
Somebody's moving there. I don't know if they moving from Berea, but somebody's moving there.
Somebody moving there.
Berea might not be there anymore. It might not be the camp no more.
Somebody gonna get paid. We don't know. But when the politicians come on the radio and they start talking about, yeah, it's a nice idea, but
every hit you with the butts.
We already know what it is. So it's gonna be as the world turns, but it's gonna benefit to get a retractable dome. A dome is gonna benefit Cleveland, period. So, but the whole thing is that
you can do so many events.
Yes.
All year long, all year round.
But what I didn't know is that some of these bills not only involve Cleveland, but involve outside of Cleveland and other states and other cities outside of the state of Ohio.
Wow.
And these bills get paid. So it's like the politicians, they got to use all of their political resources. And that bill, when that bill comes up, it's going to be underlining things in there that, like we said, if we're close to Buffalo, Buffalo's got to get paid. Close to Detroit, Detroit's got to get paid. And Columbus has got to get paid. Cincinnati's got to get, just
too many
hands got to get paid. Yeah, that's right.
Too many hands in the cookie jar.
Right now, a lot of hands in that cookie jar on that lakefront. We don't know, and that's where the politics come in. So,
yeah,
good luck, Cleveland.
Good luck with that, Cleveland.
Yeah.
All right, real quick before we leave, let's give you a quick update on the women's basketball. So LSU is winning 34 to 29
with 2 minutes left in the half.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a close one.
Like I said, I want LSU to win now.
I'm telling you, it's second half.
Yeah, I mean,
so right now she's probably sharing the rock. Like I said, her MO is she starts playing the second half
all the time.
So I guess we'll get to see that second half. What channel is it on? Is it on
ESPN?
Oh shit! I'm about to go yard.
It's ESPN. ESPN.
Why would they put it on ABC? That's
because they're not gonna do that. Okay. They don't have the rights, so they can't do it. Mm-hmm. So many stations got so many rights, and they can show so many games. Mm-hmm. But we'll see how that goes. But anyway, thanks for watching Against All Live Sports Radio show. Undecided if we will be here next week, and the week after that, we might take 2 weeks off and come back, or we might be here next week. We'll let you know. But
you got our predictions.
Yeah, that's right. You got our predictions. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We definitely appreciate your support and your time. And what they said, we don't need followers because we already got shadows.
Yeah.
They say you don't need fans because it's only good when it's hot.
Yeah.
And they said you need a supporter because they always gonna be there.
We need y'all. I appreciate y'all, your support. Yeah.
So we definitely appreciate all the supporters. Thank you. And they said something about the followers. That's what it was. Yeah. We already got shadows, so we don't need followers. So we appreciate y'all once again. I'm sorry to keep repeating that, but we do. And we'll see you soon. Go to jblegacyfilms.com, tegmedia.org.
Cast and call for your
Oh yeah, got that casting call Wednesday
Creed 2
and Thursday for Common Creed 2. It's gonna be a big movie. And the last thing I want to say is don't never ever ever let somebody tell you can't do something. Just do it.
That's right.
Do it. Don't be afraid. It's the year of no fear, 2024.
No ceilings.
No ceilings. Aim past the moon.
Past the moon.
Past the sun.
Past the stars.
Past the stars.
To the next galaxy.
Yeah. Aim far.
Yeah.
Don't let nobody tell you can't do anything in life. Do it. You ain't got to prove them that you can do it. Prove it to yourself. Ain't no competition. You the competition. So never look at it as a competitive thing. Look at you as the competitor.
If you want to be in a movie, you're gonna have extras.
Oh yeah,
looking out for that.
Definitely gonna have extras. Definitely got roles. All right, y'all. We out of here.
Peace.
Watch that game.